Hi, welcome to Science Chomp. I'm actually in school right now. It's completely empty because of coronavirus, but I'm going to show you how to use a microscope in case you were asleep in class. Now, obviously, if you're going to use a microscope, you need two things. You need some slides, and we've got some here. I'm gonna use maybe this thing here. It's called a Hydra. It's got a nice big bit in the middle for me to have a look at. You also need a microscope like this one. This is a standard one that you'll find in a lot of schools. So let's just run through the different parts. This bit is called the ocular lens. And if you have a look, it says here 10 times. So the magnification on the ocular lens is times 10. This thing over here, which turns around, these contain your objective lenses, so you can change the objective lenses, and usually you start off with the smallest one, and then you work your way all the way to the biggest one. Okay, we're going to ignore the small one here. By the way, look, if this is, for example, times 10 over here, and that one's times 10, you actually multiply them together, so the overall magnification is times 100. Let's have a look at what else we have. This black thing here, this is where the slide goes, and it's called the stage. And you've got a few knobs and dials here. So this one actually moves the stage in different directions along the X and Y axis, and this one moves it up and down. So this one is your focusing adjustment knob, the one that I'm turning now. And this one down here is for fine adjustment. So this one does really big movements. This one does really sort of quite small movement. And then down here at the bottom, you have a light source. Okay, now, just like in a camera, you need lots of light to actually see the image itself. Okay, so here's a slide. You put it down here. I'm having to do this one-handed, so the framing might go out a little bit. Hold on. Now, as you can see, I've put it in this little clip thing where the corner of the slide goes into that corner over there, and it's kind of held into a position there. Now, if you can see that red blob, I want to get that over the light source. So I just turn using this thing here. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that over the light source like this. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing is deciding what objective lens that you need to use. Now, standard practice is to go from the smallest to the biggest. So let's start with the smallest, which is here. This one's times 4. Then you got times 10. You got times 40, and then times 100. Times 100 I'm not going to use. This is an oil immersion objective lens. We don't need that one. You actually need some oil to use it. So we've got those three. So we start off with times 4, and it just clicks right into place like that. The next thing you do is you take the stage and take it to the very top that it can go. So it can't go any higher than that. Okay, and then as you focus it, the idea is obviously my eye is going to be here, and I'm going to move the stage, this one, down like that until it gets into focus. So let's put it back up, and let's put my head onto this thing. Okay, there we have a nice clear image. Okay, now it's kind of hard to see because obviously I'm just recording this with my phone, and it looks super bright in here, but you actually put your eye in there, it's not so bad. But if I move it around, you kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Next step would be to change the objective lens. So we started off with times 4, so the next step would be times 10. And it clicks into place like that. So I just need to refocus it like so. And this is a times 10 image. You can see it's just a little bit bigger than the previous one. Again, kind of hard to see, but after times 10, you need to go to times 40 So let's do that now. Now, sometimes what you'll find is you're not able to put the times 40 on because it ends up smashing against the slide. So what you'd have to do in that case is move the stage down a bit so that it gives it a little bit of room for the bigger objective lens. And here's the view at times 40. Now, if you use the fine focus, you'd be able to see different parts of the object go in and out of focus, particularly if it's quite a thick sample. There we have it. That's how you use a microscope. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.